Hello and welcome to Two Bros, One Couch. I'm Doza.
And Marco,
This is the show where we talk to you about the latest goings on, results, all that good stuff in the Premier League. It's obviously not a lot about Man United if we're talking good
oh,
stuff.
it's a lot about Man United.
But, big announcement, I have secured my loan move. I've joined Forest on loan. So to all the players
Well,
who'd
listen,
like to be here,
well, listen.
all I ask for is hard work, a bit of passion, and that's about it. And then goals. That's it.
This is not going to go down well, bro. If you carry on with this little thing you've got going, you're not dealing with the emotions of what's happening with Manchester United. Right? You're not dealing with it right. You're dealing with it in a very bad way. Like me, I don't know if you've watched Vampire Diaries, but I've turned off my humanity. So I'm
Just to
not.
turn off your emotions. That's it.
Yeah, the emotions are gone. So when something bad happens, I'm just like, oh shit, that bitch got beat in the neck. It don't matter. I'm not. No, she's bleed. Manchester United's bleeding from its carotid vein. It's what it is. It's what it is. Do you know what I mean? I heard tonight that they're gonna sell a minority stake to someone, and I thought, right, well, that's like me. You know what I mean? Selling some light bulbs in my house. It
Yeah,
don't
it's like,
matter.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, certainly changed
Do you know
nothing.
what I mean? It's nothing. A minority stake. I'm not having it. So, and then again, I don't even blame the owners to a point. I don't, because everyone's going to see how much money taken out of the club. Rah, rah, rah. The club's not in trouble, bro. The club's not in trouble financially, as in like we're going down. That's not
Yeah,
the
yeah,
issue.
yeah.
The bottom line is them owners have given us £1 billion. £1 billion.
No, they haven't. No, they haven't. But this is for
For,
another episode.
no, in transfers.
No,
No.
the owners
So what
haven't.
we're doing about
The owners haven't. The fans have.
What? What?
The Glazers haven't put a penny into Man United. The money they're spending is profits and dividends. But that's for another episode.
All right. So they
The
still get
owners
the
ain't
money.
put no
They don't
in.
have to. They don't have to give us the profit. They still do that every year, right?
They don't have to, but that's how you. If you buy a football club, put some peas in. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand that, but what I'm saying is, it's obviously a self-run machine in the fact that they can go, oh yeah, there's the money. Don't worry about it. Take that and get your transfers. It's not like we don't get transfers, bro.
No, no one's saying that. Listen,
We
we get transfers done because they're Man United, like I say, shirt sales, tickets, the stadium's full no matter what. The stadium's still full now, and
yeah
that's saying a lot. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah
money generates itself, but you've got a stadium that's leaking and rotting. You've got a training ground that's second, third, fourth, fifth best. No, not even that. There's Leicester, there's Tottenham. They've all
yeah
improved their training facilities and things like that. Do you know what I mean? Like United used to be state of the art,
yeah
everything modern, setting the trends, and that's not the case anymore. I'm afraid. No one's saying it's dead. Do you know what I mean? Because there's a lot worse in terms of
yeah
facilities and stuff. But we'll talk about Man United, like you just said,
yeah.
a Goliath
When you look
in.
at that from that point of view, fair enough.
But that's for a different episode, man. Because people
Yeah.
don't get it. Some people don't understand it. But I've watched a lot of videos and stuff on it. So it's a sad state of affairs, bro. It's a sad state of affairs. But if we dwell on it for too long, this will be a sad episode. So let's crack on. Let's crack on. And we'll start with Brentford 4, United 0.
Like
you man took a beat down, guy. Jeez.
Oh, I'm not well enough. That hurts.
Oh
that hurts.
God.
Yeah, as man did take a beat down, but like I said, I watched it and didn't even scream at the TV once. I had no emotion. I was emotionless. You know, like what I feel like with Manchester United. I feel like that girlfriend that has given them chance over chance after the years, yeah. And I keep getting beat up, yeah. They're beating me emotionally, right, and physically, and I'm complaining on Facebook statuses to my friends. My friends are going, no, just move on. Just move on. You know what I mean? Just move on. And I'm saying no, because at the end of the day, you don't know what we've got. You don't know how he treats me when it's good.
It'll come good again. It'll come good
You don't
again.
know what it's like, and everybody's just out there and they don't understand how these relationships work. And then now I feel like I finally, as a woman, yeah, turned turned off my emotions. I'm listening to my friends. I've spoke to my mum. Do you know what I mean? And once you tell your mum, there's no going back.
Yeah.
Do you know why? Do you know why girls never tell their mums when they're in a toxic relationship? Because that's the final point of call.
Yeah.
If you tell your mum, yeah, mummy cheated on me, there's no return.
No return.
So I finally told my mum, I said, Mum, I'm upset. You know, they're doing this to me. And she said, I'm sorry, son, but
this is what I did. I told Forrest, here I am. This is it, bro.
You're still not dealing with it right.
I feel happy. That's all I know. Right. I feel happy.
Anyway, going back to the scoreline. Okay, listen.
Bro, I was on holiday. Bear in mind watching this.
Yeah.
So I went to a sports bar. You know, like you do when you go on holiday.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just it's a football fan thing, but you look for sports bars and you'll be like, yeah, we can watch the game there.
Yeah, come watch it. Yeah.
So clocked one 5 minutes away from hotel. Perfect. Sat down in this sports bar, yeah, and it's got booths, and it's got a screen in each booth. Now, I should have knew this was going to be a massive L when I sat down in the booth and I said, can we turn the telly on? The guy went, no, it's broken. I should have walked out then. Then I'm trying to watch it on a screen where these guys just stood in front of the screen. So, you know, when you're like trying to peek around his head, that's the L. Really, God was trying to tell me.
Don't watch this.
Enjoy
your holiday. Enjoy your holiday, he said.
And this is it. And because I didn't read the signs and check my mirrors, then, you know, that's what happened.
I mean, I watched it and I thought, oh, yeah, the early pressure. And I always go into a game thinking any good team should take on the early pressure of a team. And then when you finally fight out of that, you come out and you go, right, it's time for us to flex a muscle. And they were running, and I thought, you know, it's all good. And when that guy scored from 35 yards past the hair, that dribble under his body, I knew then that United couldn't recover because there's no bite to that team. There's no backbone. There's no backbone. There's no. I heard Roy Keane talking about it, and he said, you know, we went 1-0 down plenty of times, but all you do is calm down, and your quality in the end should shine through. But the problem with Man United is their quality players turn into pussy holes. They turn into the worst players. The ones you expect more of turn into worse players over the time. So Fernandes became shit. Yeah?
Yep.
Eriksen didn't play well. Sancho was oblivious. Rashford weren't on the pitch.
You're going to run out of breath if you try to go through players that didn't play well, bro, because none of them did.
No, but then you go through the players who aren't good enough.
Yeah.
And the effort they're putting in is, it turns out that it doesn't look good because they're so poor.
Yeah.
So sometimes I see people like McTominay and Fred putting in the miles, putting in tackles, trying the hardest, but they're not good enough.
Yeah.
They're not good enough. So it makes it even more worse. So with Man United, there's a core to Man United that is rotten, absolutely rotten. And I cannot blame the manager because I know that he's got something about him, but he does need help players-wise. He does. You can't go into the same season with the same players and think they're the ones that are going to upstage the fortunes. Yeah, they might do better than last year. To be honest, they have to. But
we said it can't get any worse, and it has. It's got worse, hasn't it?
But I don't think it's got worse because they're still at the same level as they were last year.
Yeah.
So it's not got worse. They just haven't got any better. Now, for me, they still have to do better than last season, but better is still not going to get you top 4. It's still not going to get you any cup runs. It's not going to get you anything. It's going to be another season of ifs, buts, and coconuts. So, really and truly, he needs some help.
Yeah.
The Ronaldo factor, I don't think it's helping him. I said this going into the season. I said, getting rid of Pogba is a godsend because that's always a circus. And I think it has to be the same with Ronaldo. Because I feel as though without Ronaldo in pre-season, the team was more fluid because that's how he wants to play. He wants a fluid front three. When you play with Ronaldo, no matter how many goals he can get you, it's rigid. He's up top. Then you've got Rashford playing from the left, Sancho playing from the right, and then them two might swap positions throughout the game, but that's easy to sort out as a defence.
Yeah.
Now, when you've got someone who can run the defence in the middle, go out wide, that person can swap and change. The defence is all over the place, leaving more space for your midfielders to do better work or have more time on the ball. And that's the problem that he's got with Ronaldo, I think. And I think that's why this whole thing was a circus from the start, because I knew that Ronaldo had to go. The problem with Ronaldo is nobody wants to buy him. Nobody wants to buy Ronaldo. Someone wants him on the free. And United are probably thinking, we spent 20 million on him and we're going to lose him basically for nothing.
The owners want some money.
The owners want some money for Ronaldo.
We've only been linked with...
he's a profit machine.
Yeah.
He's a profit machine. That's the problem.
We've only been linked with about 10 players today, but I'll go through since I woke up today. So Rabiot, which is apparently off now, because we can't agree personal terms.
I'm glad.
João Felix from Atletico. Cunha from Atletico. Ziyech, Hudson-Odoi and Pulisic.
All three from Chelsea, yeah. All players that I aren't getting no player there.
Casemiro and Caicedo. Oh, and Elon Musk.
And Jesse Lingard.
Hands off. I'm issuing a hands off now.
I heard he's coming back to help out with problems.
Don't try it.
Him, Mark Hughes. There's a few coming back.
I tell you, Man United can have Pierre Van Hooijdonk. That's who you can have.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. All I do know is that if we were to move on now to and I'll say it because obviously it goes in order, then the Liverpool, because obviously we play them next, and you never know. United could get a lucky, and I say very lucky because we're the underdogs, and we might get one of them. We might want to them 1-0. Yeah,
ball hits a beach ball and deflects in.
We've got 3 points. They've got 2 points, and they're the ones in danger.
Klopp's under pressure.
Because when we look at Liverpool, it's not. I started the season what they said. I said, listen, Liverpool will win the league. I 100% believed that, and I thought they had enough with Diaz. They brought in Nunez. They still had Salah. They've got Firmino and Jota, and I thought, yeah, they've got enough. But something's just not clicking. And I know it's early. It's very early. So this could all be done. In 2-3 weeks' time after the internationals, Liverpool could be flying high and you'd be thinking, it's all back to normal. But when I'm watching them, doesn't seem right.
We did call it with Mane. We said it might be a bigger hit than what.
Well, you called
thought.
It. I thought they'd be all right.
Yeah.
You called it and you said with Mane, it's a big loss. And I know it's a big loss. I know how good Mane has played was. And I used to say that when he was there and Salah was there, I used to think people don't put enough respect to Mane's name because Mane does a lot for Liverpool. But I just thought they'd still be okay. Now, something's not right. I mean, maybe it's just the fact that they played, Fulham on the first day, and you always know that's going to be sticky because, it's Fulham on the first day. But then you expect them to go out and beat Crystal Palace, but maybe because Crystal Palace are playing an AFCON team, they're playing the African Cup of Nations squad. Maybe there's just too much physicality there for the Liverpool team. I don't know. What I do know is something doesn't seem to be clicking. It's weird to watch. I was watching them. They actually played much better with 10 men than they did with 11 men. It was weird to watch. Nunez obviously getting sent off because he's a mental case. That headbutt, where a headbutt that footballers normally throw.
Yeah, Anderson's played that very well. Have you seen the video? Have you seen the video of Manson's just been at him all game? It's just played it perfectly at the end, and Nunez just fallen for it, man. But that's the Prem. When people talk about physicality of the Prem, that's what they're talking about. Like defenders don't play games here. They ain't playing games. They're gonna rattle you, especially when you've maybe got a bit of a reputation of being a bit of a hothead. We said it,
He didn't have a reputation. He's never been sent off or yellow carded for Benfica, was it? So it's not like he had a reputation, but I mean, he just did what defenders do. Let's see what you've got about you in this league. It's first league start. emotions are high.
Yeah.
And maybe that's all it is to rattle him. But Anderson, I've seen Anderson twice now. I saw him against Arsenal. I thought he was very good against Arsenal, even though they lost.
Yeah.
And then I saw him against Liverpool. And again, I thought he was very good. He's got a good bit of football about him. He's a decent defender. And obviously he took that knockout headbutt because that was a bad headbutt. That's bad. Like it went a headbutt where, you go head to head and then you go like that. And then someone goes, oh,
yeah.
And goes down. This guy was knocked out clean, just bang, just went backwards.
It went out Rooney style, didn't it? Rooney celebration.
Oh, wow. Murder yourself.
Well, they're on about signing another good player, Crystal Palace. They're being linked with Ismail Assar today from Watford, which would be a brilliant signing, I think. We spoke earlier, didn't we, and said they may be like a good striker short now. They're already one of those teams.
What is their transfer policy?
Physical, quick.
Scouts, like that one there. Which one? The black one. He's he's coming. he's the one.
He's fast. Let's
fast.
get him.
He's strong. We're getting him in. And sometimes I think to myself, I used to think, there's loads of black managers. Why are they not in like higher managerial position? I think it's because then they just get their boys in.
The thing is, he's signing quality though. Do you know what I mean? It's quality. Like
yeah.
They've got some ballers, haven't they? Do you know what I mean?
They've got some serious ballers.
They're going to be a nightmare to play against. I think it'll come down to.
Most teams are going to find it hard to play against them.
Yeah, and if things are going their way, especially at home, things are going their way. The type of ball they've got, they're the type of team to go 1-0 up against you, and then all of a sudden it's 2-3 because confidence is high. Yeah. But having said that, I think they're also a team where if they go 1 down, they'll be quick to, your Zahas and that will start having a go at each other. And then
each other, that's the problem. Their problem is going to be when they go at each other.
Yeah.
Not when they think, when the chips are down, I don't think they'll pull together.
Yeah.
That's when they need to start bringing in some of that light skin stuff. Mihailovic, Anderson needs to come back in. They need to get quiet. All their man needs to be like, listen, boys. Don't you worry about this. This core now is a bit lighter. We're going to get this game back. Do you know what I mean? They obviously missed Conor Gallagher. He was in there, wasn't he? Because he's gone back to Chelsea. So,
do you think he'll move back? Do you think he'll move? Surely he's not going to stay at Chelsea. He's not going to get a game.
Chelsea. I mean, they played him the other day. He looked like he's
off the bench. He got like a few minutes off the bench. So he's better than that, isn't it?
Remember, there's cup games to come. There's this and that, Champions League games. There's a lot of games for Chelsea. So a lot of games where Conor Gallagher's going to get 90 minutes.
I feel like someone's got to go
snap
for him.
Him up, you think? I mean, loads of people probably want to snap him up, but I think if Tuchel's saying to him, listen, I want to get rid of the sort of older lots in this midfield and you're the future. So I want you this season, coming off the bench, playing cup games. He's going to need him.
Yeah.
I think he'll keep him.
True.
I think he'll keep him.
We'll just fly through a few of the results. So Wolves, Fulham, 0-0. Good point for Fulham, I guess. Do you know what I mean? 4 points, first 2 games, they're all right.
2 points.
Southampton 2, Leeds 2. Well, Leeds 2 up.
Leeds were 2 up, and then they kept going on about it on Saturday how much he changed the game by just. I think he played a 3-4-3 in the end, where he just put bare pressure on Leeds' defence, and just in the end of the day could have won the game.
Yeah. Brighton, Newcastle 0-0.
I was shocked at that. 0-0.
Yeah. Like I said, Newcastle. I don't know if something's gone wrong or not quite to plan, but I just thought they'd have spent more. I looked at their team the other day and I thought that's how they ended up last season.
I think he's giving him a full season of this team now to be like, I don't want you fighting relegation. Because remember, when you're a billionaire owners, you don't look at Eddie Howe and think that's the future manager of the team.
Yeah, that's true.
So they're going, listen, he's got a good enough squad to now not be languishing in the bottom half. He has got a good squad. He's got Ramirez, he's got St. Maximin, he's got Callum Wilson, he's got Trippier in. They've got, is it Pope, the goalkeeper?
Yeah, Nick Pope, yeah.
They've got a good nucleus of a team, Ramirez. So they're probably saying, listen, let's see what he can do with these now. If they get a top 10 finish, they go out and buy players for him.
Yeah.
That's what I think with
yeah.
that.
Villa 2, Everton 1.
Yeah, not a shock that. Not a shock. Unfortunately for Everton, I just don't think they've got enough up top at all. I think they're struggling because of that. I
My
know
friend,
they concede,
yeah, go
but
on.
I just feel as though if they had Dominic Calvert-Lewin right now at full fitness at the start of the season, I don't think they'd be as bad as they're looking.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Nathan Simpson said he thinks Lampard will be the first manager sacked this year.
Yeah, I can probably agree.
Mm.
I can probably agree. I think it's unfortunate for him, but you know, if you don't bring in a secondary striker who's not Rondon to start when Dominic Calvert-Lewin's thing, especially when you've lost Richarlison, then there's a problem.
Yeah, that's mad. Actually,
You've sold Richarlison. You can't rely on Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who's kind of always unfit. Not obviously he's injured a lot. Mm-hmm. You need someone to come in and be like, right, I'm gonna even just play up top. He's not got a player who's playing up top.
Yeah.
You know, and you've got too many players in there. You know, Dele Alli, he looks like he's going out to Besiktas. You know, so
yeah, seen that. That's not a place to go when you're out of form, you know, and not playing well, because they will.
It brings you down more. It could bring you down more. If it don't raise you up, it could bring you down even worse. So now he's going to go Besiktas, and it'll be even worse for him.
Yeah, it could be rough out there for him.
So, you know, all of that's just it's a bit sticky for Dele Alli. It's a bit sticky. But, you know, Anthony Gordon, it wouldn't surprise me if he goes to Chelsea. It wouldn't surprise me. So, Everton's looking sticky.
Yeah. Forest 1. Hey, West Ham 0.
Yeah. Heard it should have been 2-0.
Declan Rice missed a penalty. Came out and apologised. I don't know if I like people coming out apologising. Like, I really like Declan Rice. A lot of his interviews and stuff, he comes across as a really good guy, but you don't need to be apologising, bro. It happens, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean?
It happens, bro. All I know is Declan Rice didn't get any bad messages to his inbox when that happened. Not one.
We don't know.
No, he didn't. He didn't. He came out and said it.
What did he say?
He said, "Oh, what I can tell you is I never got one bad message to my inbox, which is a shock." That's what he said.
That's why I like him. Call him, man.
But it's not. That's what I'm saying. He's calling it out. He's calling it out. But
tell him how it is.
It's not a shock to us, is it? It's not a shock.
No, that's true. Man City 4, Bournemouth 0. De Bruyne's goal. Honestly, man, that guy is just
levels.
It's just a different level. He's a different level to everybody else in the Premier League. I think he's just out there on his own, man. Honestly, levels. Unreal. It's just what can't he do? Like, you know, when a player's so good going forward, they're usually not that great defensively.
That's right.
I'm not saying he's an amazing defender, but he puts a shifting going backwards as well, man. So,
levels.
There is levels to this. Arsenal 4, Leicester 2.
Just out.
Arsenal look like a problem, man. I said if they can keep Jesus fit, who's to say Arsenal can't be challenging this year? If you've got City, who are pretty much the only ones firing at the moment, and if Arsenal, because I don't think their run of games, I'm sure they've got a pretty favourable start to the season.
Yeah,
they keep Jesus fit. I can't see them being far off.
Do you think they've got enough squad depth?
No, and I say this about Arsenal all the time because
remember last season, season
he fell off his chair.
They didn't finish. I don't know what I've done here. I've turned it down. Sorry, bro.
It's all right. Get back on the stool.
Yeah, I'm here. Last season, they didn't finish top 4, and they had no Europe.
Yeah.
This year they've got Europe. They've added, 3 quality players, 2 quality players. They've added a couple of quality players, yeah. But is that enough to mount a challenge on Premier League as well? I'm not sure it is.
I just wonder what their priority will be. I wonder what.
I think their priority will be top 4 and a good run in Europe.
Yeah,
that's their top 4, which they could easily get. But challenging for the league, I'm not sure they're gonna.
I'm not saying they're gonna. I'm not saying they're gonna win it. I'm saying if we're talking top 4, whatever the next thing is above top 4, I think they're going to be in that conversation. I'm not saying they're going to win the league, but I think.
No, but you say they're going to challenge for the league.
I think they'll be there or thereabouts. I think, was it you that said they'd be up there, and I kind of. Oh no.
No, I said they'd be. I said they'd come third. I said it'd be.
And I kind of frowned.
And you kind of frowned, but I saw them pre-season. I thought Jesus would give them much more than they had last season, but much more isn't top 2. Much more is probably top 4 plus a good European challenge. That's what I think that.
Yeah.
I think that. I mean, I don't know. I mean, listen. I think there's teams right now who are stronger still than Arsenal. I
think if we're talking about improvement, like we spoke about United's lack of, I think Arsenal probably at the moment are looking like the most improved from last season, aren't they?
Yeah.
Which scares me a little bit, but it's early days. It's 2 games.
It is early days. It's very early.
They do look good. Jesus.
They do. For me, they're just out. For me, it's just that. Can they stop conceding goals like they are?
Yeah.
There was a couple of chances that Crystal Palace had that they didn't score. Patrick Vieira said it quite clearly that the only difference was they didn't take their chances. And they did have, I said in it, once the game opened up and Arsenal looked more tired, they could have conceded a couple of goals to Crystal Palace. And Crystal Palace didn't take chances. Against Leicester, Leicester could have scored more. They didn't. They scored 2 in the end. But they were sliced through as well.
Yeah.
When you watched it. So as long as they can cut that out, they can outscore teams. Who's to know?
Yeah. And then just to wrap up the big game, which was Chelsea 2, Spurs 2. All the conversation wasn't about on the pitch. It was kind of on the pitch.
It was on the pitch. Yeah.
Tuchel and his mate Conte.
Who do you think wins in a fight?
I think Conte just looks like he don't take no business. Conte looked fully up for it. Like, if you want to swing, we'll swing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's
where
what
Tuchel was more like the guy who's like, well, I'm not fighting tight, but if it comes to it, do you know what I mean? It'd be a good fight, man. It'd be a good fight. You should get him on your undercard.
Yeah. I'd have Conte. I think he's got that fire on it. He's got that fire. Tuchel, he looks like he'll cause the problem, but he won't see it through. Do you know what I mean? Like, he held his hand, but after that,
squeezed it enough tight. You could see it.
Like, yeah. But Conte was like, come then, fam, come. But I'm looking at it, and do you think the goal should stand for Spurs? Tuchel's got a point. Tuchel's got a massive point.
No, because
the first goal, the guy's gone.
It was a foul. Yeah, it's a foul. That was a foul. The
second goal, they're saying so. Basically, now everybody can pull hair in the box. It don't matter. You can pull hair.
That's mad.
That's what the Premier League is saying. Starting the rules, pull his hair.
Yeah. Did you see someone put, since when can we pull hair in football or something? And then Peter Crouch responded and posted his one against Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a mad one, man. But yeah, 2-2. I think it was probably a fair result in the end.
I don't think it was.
But just the way it happened, it wasn't right. But I think the game was pretty even.
I don't know if it was.
You think what, Chelsea?
No. I think Chelsea should have won it. I think Chelsea, in the first half, up until Spurs scored, were really much ahead of Spurs, and they should have scored maybe 1 or 2. And that is their lack of striker.
Yeah.
Because they were getting balls in the box. I seen a striker would have just been lapping them. If Kane were playing for Chelsea that day in that first half, Kane would have had 2 goals at least in that first half.
True.
Then obviously Spurs got back into it luckily because that tackle, like I said, shouldn't have stood. I know a lot of play went on afterwards, but you know how it is. Like
Yeah.
the referee's got to be seeing that, or at least the linesman. He's gone through the man. You've got to see it. There's no way he can win that ball, without going through the man. That's the common sense of it. The common sense of it is that even if you don't see it properly, you know for a fact, without going through that man, he can't win the ball. The guy's in front of him got his body. So that annoyed me. That the linesman didn't see it, and then the referee still didn't think about it. So up until that point, Chelsea won top of Spurs.
Yeah.
And Spurs had one glorious chance where they went through and game put it wide, but Chelsea had loads of chances, loads of half chances that they should be at least getting on target, this and that. They had loads. So Chelsea should have been far and away in the first half for me. Then obviously Spurs got back into it. Then Chelsea came straight back, showed their muscle, scored again. And then right in the last minute, that guy pulls that guy's hair. It happens. The referee sees it, but because there's no rules, we take another corner and then they score. Because you know what it's like. Your mental thing goes like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What the fuck is
Head's
this?
gone. Head's gone.
And you start thinking it's all going against you, which it seemed like it was. So it wasn't a surprise how Tuchel reacted. Not a surprise at all.
Yeah. It was funny, though.
But, in the end of the day, Chelsea, Tottenham got a good point in a game where, to be honest, I thought they were gonna lose. I thought they were gonna lose. So I don't know.
Well, we'll move on to our predictions, and then we're gonna do offside news, which we forgot to do last time we were together. But just a quick score prediction. Yeah, Spurs v Wolves.
Yeah, I think the Spurs just win it 2-1.
I'm gone Spurs 2-0.
I'm just gonna write mine down.
I'll send it. Yeah.
No, in fact, you know what? Yeah, you just. Well, I'll watch afterwards. I'll know. Yeah, go on.
Palace v Villa.
Sticky. I don't think Villa were good enough against Everton, but came away with a 2-1. I think Crystal Palace. You say Crystal Palace, yeah?
Yeah.
I think Crystal Palace actually did play decent enough against Liverpool, but it was weird because when they went down to 10 men, Liverpool, they absolutely dominated Palace. It was weird. But I think Palace win that at home 2-0.
I've gone 2-2.
Okay.
Everton v Forest. Go on, you Reds.
I don't want to say Forest, but I keep saying without a proper striker, Everton are going to struggle. And Forest have got nothing to lose going into that game. So I am going to say, Everton 1, Forest 1.
I've gone Everton 1, Forest 2. Fulham v Brentford.
I think another good result for Fulham. I really do. They've had 2 draws now. Mitrovic should have caught a penalty in the last game when they drew. He missed. I think he'll make up for it against Brentford. And I think Fulham 2, Brentford 1.
I've gone 1-1. Leicester, Southampton.
It's sticky for Southampton, but the way they changed the game the other day, if they've got that in the locker, they'll remember that again. The thing with Leicester is they can score goals, but they can concede. And I don't know how they'll play this game out. I'm not sure it'll go. So I am going to go for another score draw. And I'm going to go 2-2.
I've gone 3-0 Leicester.
Wow.
Bournemouth, Arsenal.
They'll just outscore their opponents. I'm going to say 3-1 Arsenal.
I've gone 3-1 Arsenal.
Yeah.
Leeds v Chelsea.
I think Chelsea will beat Leeds, but I'm just not sure how easy it'd be. I think they'll defend well enough not to concede, so maybe get a 2-0.
I've gone 2-0 Chelsea.
Yeah.
West Ham, Brighton.
Sticky for West Ham, but I feel as though this is the one where they would play all their players, Samaka, all them, because they have to win this game. Brighton, they're nice and tidy on the ball, but I think their problem as well, no matter what, is they don't have a striker. And this could be the one that, unfortunately, they lose the game to because they couldn't score in the last game. They might not score in this game. So I'm going to go 1-0 West Ham.
I've gone 2-1 West Ham. Newcastle, Man City.
It'll be a sticky game for Man City, but I think they'll come away 2-0. I think it'll be nice and simple. I think this is the one where these are the kind of games where Haaland will score in.
Yeah,
So, he scored the 2 against West Ham, and then had no play at home against Bournemouth because obviously Bournemouth sat in. I think this is the one where he'll go, right, Newcastle they'll still be able to attack with St. Maximin and stuff, and that's when they'll leave that gap, and that's where Haaland will prosper. So I'm going to go 2-0. Nice 2-0 away victory for Man City.
I've gone 2-2.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I think Newcastle will be up for it and just, could be one of them ones.
And score 2 against City.
Yeah. Okay. Last but not least, Man United v Liverpool. And you've got to get through this one in 1 minute and a half.
I think Man United to lose. Unfortunately,
sticky for you, man. Sticky for you, man.
I'm gonna say they're gonna lose 2-1 because I don't want to know that we've been battered. I want to know that we put on a fight at least. So I'm gonna say a 2-1. I know what you're gonna say.
Not as bad as what you think. No. I've gone 3-1 Liverpool.
Yeah. But Liverpool to score 3 and then us to get a lucky penalty.
Yeah, sympathy pen. We'll get a sympathy pen. Refs are starting to feel sorry for us now. People are going to start saying, "Oh, Man United have got refs on payroll. Look at them." That's what's going to happen. It's so predictable, man.
Oh shit. 2-1 for me, 3-1 for you. Fair enough.
Right, let's move on to offside news. I think you've got jokes instead, but it's fine. You can be offside.
No, I've got offside news. I just had a few jokes as well. Do you know what I mean?
It's
but
fine.
I've got some offside news.
All right. Okay. So my offside news article is: drunken one-man protest after not being let into his room ended when he found out he was at the wrong hotel. A drunk man who laid down in front of a hotel in protest because staff wouldn't let him into his room was moved on by police because he had the wrong hotel. Police responded to reports of an intoxicated man lying in protest on the pavement outside of a Premier Inn in Bournemouth in the early hours of Sunday morning. In protest, after being refused what he thought was his room, the man decided to lie down on the pavement outside the hotel until he was stopped by Dorset police. They then helped him to his hotel nearby. It's not known which hotel he was meant to be at, but Bournemouth has at least 5 Premier Inns. So, here's my problem with this one. I'm guessing he was on a night out.
Yeah.
And he's got a taxi. Now, if he said to the taxi man, "I'm going to Premier Inn," surely the taxi man has said, "Which one? There's 5. So is the taxi man in the wrong here? Or has this guy just had a howler?
I've got a second question for you. Where were his friends?
Yeah, that's true. The guy's on his own, you know.
If we're on a night out in Bournemouth, we've both got hotels, probably the same one. So I want to know why his friends weren't with him. And if they weren't with him, that means he went on a bender by himself. Man was in a strip club, he had a kebab, and they didn't know where the hotel was. I want to know which one of his friends left him in the trenches.
That is so joke. Like, imagine him just turning up. Yeah, I'm trying to get into a room. Nah, not here, mate. What do you mean not here? I've got a room, 416. No, you haven't. Yeah, I have. Right, I'm going to lie down this pavement until you let me in. Like, what was that going to do? What was that going to do? I'll lie down here at the pavement. Man's at the wrong Premier Inn, you know.
I'm telling you now, more than anything, even so, is who cares that he was on the pavement? I'm not calling police. I'll say sleep outside. I don't care.
Right, I'm gonna sleep here. Okay, fine.
Like, I'm not going in. I'm not going in there. Look at that guy sleeping on pavement. Makes no sense whatsoever.
Poor protest, man. That is.
I don't know.
You're offside, but the taxi man could also be offside. We'll have to check VAR. We'll check VAR and see.
The taxi man could be offside as well. That's cool. That. My offside news. After that, You thought your guy was crazy. This bitch that I've got is way offside. He is way offside. Yeah. London YouTuber claims to have been abducted by aliens and fallen in love with one of them. That was enough to pique my interest.
Why do these people exist? What? What does it matter that it's a YouTuber? Why does it matter if it's a what? It's just a man falls in love with an alien. That's enough.
No, you see, London YouTuber was a woman.
Oh.
And why? Listen to this. She was sick of men on Earth. Sick.
Well, she must have been.
Enough.
She went to another planet.
Yeah. That she hopes to normalize interspecies dating.
Oh, God. Interspecies
dating. Right?
How do yours always end up here? This ain't even offside. This is, you was tying your laces, the game's carried on, and you've just, like, you're way off and someone's passed it to you for some reason. Why are you passing it there? Why are you passing it to Marco there?
Listen, the game's finished. Yeah. One of the ball boys is playing in the net. Because this ain't even offside.
God.
There's no one's on the field, bro. Yeah? To find her soulmate, Abby Bella looked to the skies. She claims that she fell for an alien after it swept her into its UFO and right off her feet. Yeah? Into the alien mothership off her feet. Bored by the pandemic. So the pandemic had done already. She'd had enough of men and she'd had enough of COVID-19. Yeah?
So she turned to drugs.
Right? She was unimpressed. Oh, God.
I see where this is going. I see.
Anyway,
there's no aliens.
Unimpressed by the offerings on the Earth, Bella explained that she joked online about wanting an alien to abduct her. Before long, she began to have dreams of a white light. That's crack. Yeah, that's the white light. And then on May 31st, Bella says she heard a voice in her dream. Yeah, it commanded her to wait in the usual spot. What? So this alien who'd never done anything to before.
What spot was that? Where the dealers? Where the dealers are? Where the dealer is?
That's where the dealer is, bro. Man said, yeah, I'll be 5 minutes waiting the usual
I'll be in the spot. I'll be in the spot. By the phone box. By the phone box.
Spot right now. Yeah. And when she was high, she was like, "Oh God, you like the alien Paul you?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm like that alien. Just carry on doing what you're doing."
Alien Paul.
Oh God.
That's a bad film. That is a bad film.
That's what happened. Bella had never heard the voice before, and yet she says she knew what it meant. That bitch was crying.
So, what does this alien speak English or?
Evening, this alien was full on English, yeah, because obviously they've got a different sort of mindset to us. They know all languages, yeah. The next evening, I sat next to my open window. Bella said she waited, and as she began to fall asleep around 12:15, that's when the coke was wearing off. A flying saucer swept into view. Before Bella knew it, she wasn't in her bedroom any longer. There was a bright green beam which transported me to the UFO. I've had these nights. I know exactly where she's been. And I've fallen in love many a times.
You wake up in your wardrobe
during this
covered in piss.
Yeah. But yeah, she wasn't alarmed. She finds herself that she's in love. She doesn't like humans anymore. And Bella is literally, she's in love with an alien.
That alien must have a peace boy.
The alien's name.
The alien just did his thing and put her off humans.
Is Carlos. The alien's name is Carlos. And he works for the Spanish cartel.
Do you know how disappointed I'd be if we could actually if we actually got space travel was a thing and I turned up to a planet and that alien told me his name was Carlos.
Because that's one of the most popular names in the world, bro.
Hello, Jet 2, take me back, please.
Yeah.
Take me back.
Hi, I'm Mohammed, And
I
this
didn't
is
come all
Carlos.
this way to meet Carlos the alien.
I want to
And his
hear.
big
I
head.
want to meet a Glock 2 hack. That's what I
Yeah.
want to meet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Take me to your supreme leader, Glock
Yeah.
2. Yeah. I don't know.
Aye.
I mean, listen, there's some crazy people out there. But I hope she does find love in the end. She deserves it.
Well, boy,
She got to stop.
she's looked very far, and if she hasn't found it yet,
Listen, she's got to stop looking in the white bag, and she needs to start looking in reality. Simple as.
wherever she lives. Yeah.
Anyway, listen, I've got a
Wow.
couple of jokes for you already. Are you ready? Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna try not to laugh. Yeah.
I don't want you to laugh. I
I'm
don't
trying
want you
not
to
to.
laugh,
Right,
no matter
okay,
what. Okay. So they're just simple jokes. Yeah. Here's the first one. Why
Wait.
did the chicken?
No, you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. Hang on, wait.
All right, here we go.
All right, go on.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
I don't know.
Because...
Nah, it's not a laugh. That's not a laugh. That's dead.
No,
That's dead. That's dead.
All right. Next one. Why do you have to knock the fridge before opening it?
I don't know.
Because there could be a salad dressing. There could be a salad dressing. That was not picturing interest.
You definitely was with that girl who was at the spot. That's what happened here. You went to the spot too.
All right. We go again.
I got another one. Okay.
I'm okay with this. Why? Yeah. Why did the chicken cross the road? To get to your house. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
The chicken!
Oh. Have you finished? Have you finished? With your small ass on that chair. Have you finished? Have you finished?
The chicken is at your house.
It's not.
You didn't like that, no?
The because one was the best one. It's in the delivery, innit? The delivery. Yeah, it was in the delivery. I liked it.
It's always in the delivery, bro.
Have you finished, yeah? Have you actually finished? I've finished.
Okay, one more, just to see if I can pull it back, all right? Okay. One more, all right? What do you call a police officer who's in bed?
Don't know.
An undercover cop.
This has been Two Bros, One Couch. I've been Dozer. He's been at the spot. I've been at the spot
with Carlos.
We'll see you all in the next one. Peace.